Yeah, so I can't, and they posted me on Instagram, and so that, like, you can't buy, or you can buy that kind of exposure, I guess, but it worked out. Like, the outcome of it was far greater than me, like, oh, I got to take a picture with them, and then kind of that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, do you have management, or do you do all this by yourself?
I'm doing all this by myself right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's getting a little hectic.
It's getting so share that experience, because I know there's a lot of artists, struggling artists and everything. Most of the time we're doing everything ourselves. Shoot, I'm doing what I got going over here, mainly myself. And so tell us about that experience, and then give some advice on what you've learned, through your experience, and because you should be wiser now.
Yes.
Even though we're always still learning and everything like that. But yeah, go ahead and tell us.
It is a juggle. Time management is the most important thing, and just being able to balance and even still find self-time, because that self-time and that self-care is what carries me through being able to manage all that I have going on with being a mom, being a wife, being an entrepreneur, and having to switch hats so much and so often, when I can simply spend my time just probably being creative and just painting all day as a play, and I have someone else handle the business side of it. I probably could even, like, it's cool because I know exactly how I like to do things, but I am learning. I do a lot of reading. That's a big thing. A lot of learning, and just gaining more insight on how to manage my movements. So that's very important.
So what type of literature do you tap into?
Honestly, all kinds. A bunch of self-help, business books. Let's see. I read a lot of motivational books. That's really where I am at the moment, because that's pretty much the energy I'm always needing to fuel up on, is the motivation, remaining focused at all times and keeping an eye on the prize, because it's just always so much to do, is how I feel. There's always more to do. Even when everybody's like, that's dope, I'm like, that's cool, it's done. I'm already trying to figure out, like, I guess it turns into like you having to top yourself in a sense.
Right. Of course, artists are always our worst critics. We're our own worst critic. And, we always want to better ourselves. We always want to, improve on what we do. Because as me being an artist, I always feel like I never get it to the point to where I want it.
Yes, that's real.
I have it in my head and trying to translate it, get it down. Everybody else be like, oh, that's good. All right. Everybody else is, oh, that's good. And now let me just say this too, as we continue to go on with this interview, we are outside right in front of the Lithonia mural on the side of the Lithonia Art Center. And so that's why you'll hear some cars driving by, people shouting out and everything, showing love. And that's why you probably see little flies and everything, but because we outside here in nature and everything, and it's all good. And it's about 90 degrees out here today.
90 something.
But so like I was saying, it's just being an artist myself, and just looking at my artwork, and it's never to the point to where I want it. Mm-hmm. I have gotten to a place now to where I could be more satisfied, or I could be okay with putting something out there, because you have to put something out there. You have to start somewhere, and I know that you grow and you progress and you get better and you get better. Mm-hmm. However, it's not easy for all artists to do that. Now, does your family give you the support that you look for and that you need and everything, or do you just have to be your own support system?
My family is extremely supportive of what I do. Everyone shows a lot of love. Everyone is actually really proud. And it's crazy because it makes me feel, I don't know, I can't explain the feeling, but I'm just like, being me, really. Doing what I've been doing forever, is drawing and doing art.
What's your sign?
Taurus. I'm a Taurus.
Taurus.
Yeah.
Blue-headed.
All right. But yes, that's true. But yeah, I'm a Taurus, so I guess that has a bit to do why I'm a bit creative, I suppose. That's what I believe.
So, do you dibble and dabble into that, like the signs and everything?
Yeah.
Because I know being creatives, we always are in the ether and all that, and we want to, go deeper than the surface and everything like that. So tell us a little bit about that. What is your understanding with being a Taurus and connecting it to the creative side?
Honestly, just being so down to earth, being an earth baby. So that keeps me grounded. It keeps me pretty laid back though. And also being a Taurus, being stubborn in a sense, like once my mind is set onto something, that's what it is. I'll make it happen. I don't really accept. I don't accept any failure from myself, and it's not that anything is a failure. It's still a lesson. You still got to learn something from it. So nothing is a failure. Everything happens for a reason. It just keeps me. I think being a Taurus is like being positive, being a go-getter.
Yeah. Those are great qualities to have and everything like that, especially in this field of work, especially being a young black queen and everything like that, especially in these days and times. So have you did any work since everything has gone down as far as the pandemic and also BLM?
Okay. You mean any portraits or my way of expressing myself during these times and in general honestly hasn't changed because the theme of divine art period is always me portraying the black culture in a positive light, so to speak. So I'm still doing the same thing because I've been painting us as kings and queens. I'm still doing that. I actually have a piece. I have 2 pieces in the works. I'm in the middle of another commission right now, so I'm like working on 4 paintings at once. But I actually do kind of have. I have a couple of Black Lives Matter themed pieces in the works, really. But.
And what's your point of view on everything that's been happening since the beginning of? Because it's been like the beginning of this year, man.
Really, I mean, it's as far as police brutality is the issue, right? That's been going on. It's just that things are more in the forefront now due to all the technology that we have. It's terrible. It hits a soft spot for me because I have sons. It's to the point now that we can't even just worry about our sons, though. It's all of us. It's simply our skin at this point. But I am concerned about my sons and them having to deal with police and treatment from police and the system that they have in place and the foundation that they were started on as slave catchers and things. Like it goes deep how I feel. I feel like the system will always be corrupt because of the foundation. So I don't think there's really anywhere they can really go with it but to dismantle it and start something new and positive. I don't think anyone deserves a license to kill.
Right.
No matter where they work. I don't think any of that has anything to do with being responsible for whether someone lives or dies today, or whether because you don't like them. And then the pandemic,